In physics, we have today started motion. Physics is the branch of science which deals with all the laws of nature. Okay, whatever the activities are happening, why, how, all these answers you will get in physics. Motion is the change in position with respect to the fixed reference point. For that, I will give you the example. Suppose that two passengers are sitting in a train opposite to each other and they are just sitting. Train is moving but they are sitting at their places. So what they will think? They will think that with respect to each other they are at rest. With respect to the mirror in a train or walls of the train, they are at rest because they are not changing their position. But if any observer who is standing on the road, who is outside of the train, and if he is observing them, he will say that no, as the train is moving, these both passengers are also in motion, but I am at rest because I am just standing near the pole, near the tree or near the shop, and with respect to all these I am not changing my position, so I am at rest. But if any astronaut is there, he will say that no, as the earth is moving, everyone is in motion. So now we can see that if the reference point is a change, the same person can appear as at rest or in motion. So motion is not a absolute concept, it is the relative one. This is related with the fixed reference point, what we are going to consider for that. Now further, the terms we have studied today, that is the distance and the displacement. If the object is in motion, it's a changing its a position, it means it is covering some path. That path can be termed as distance or the displacement. You have already studied in previous classes that physical quantities are broadly classified as scalars and vectors. Some quantities will need only the magnitude to specify it, but some of the quantities will need magnitude as well as direction to represent it, and that type of the quantities are called as vector quantity, and those will need only the magnitude. These are called as the scalar quantities. Now here we are going to take an example. This is your home and this is the school. When you are going from your home to school, you can move like this in a straight path. You can take a path like this. Okay, you want to buy something from this shop, so you can go like this. You want to go to the temple, okay, and you can move like this. Okay, so there are so many different ways to move from home to your school. Okay, but whatever the shortest path is taken, that will have one particular direction, and that is known as a displacement. And whatever the you are going to move, that is total path, is known as a distance. The total path travel, whether you are moving like this, whether you are moving like this, or you are moving like this, okay, by this path, for all these the displacement will be same. Displacement is the shortest path from initial to the final position. We are now here giving the specific direction from to, okay, from initial to the final position, and that is known as the displacement. तो distance क्या होता है? जो भी आप total path travel करते हैं वो सब distance है. आप ये ट्रैवल कर रहे हो तो ये आपके लिए डिस्टेंस हो गया. आप यहाँ से ट्रैवल कर रहे हो तो इसका जितना पाथ लेंथ है दैट विल बी द डिस्टेंस. अगर आप स्ट्रेट जा रहे हो तो आपका डिस्टेंस और डिस्प्लेसमेंट सेम आएगा, बिकॉज इफ इट इज यूनिडायरेक्शनल then distance and displacement will be the same. Now what is the second difference we want to see in distance and displacement? That it has only magnitude. As I said, we are not taking consideration the direction when we are talking about the distance, but when we will take the displacement, we are talking about its a direction from and to. Okay, so it is a vector quantity. It has magnitude as well as direction. What is your third point? As just now explained here, distance is greater than or it can be equal to the displacement, but displacement can never be greater. It will always be less or equal to the distance. It is always represented as positive, and displacement can be represented as positive, negative or 0. How it will be positive, negative or 0? For that, let us take an example given in textbook. In textbook it is given that this is O is the initial position. Okay, from O the person is moving from O to C to B and reaching at A, and from A he is turning back to C. Okay, when we are going to take the distance, it means how much he is traveled from O to A and returning back A to C, that all we should add. So distance will be equal to 60 plus 35. We are not taking the direction into consideration. Okay, so total distance will be 95. But what about the displacement? Displacement होगा उसका from O to A. Okay, it will be taken as positive, that will be 60, and from A to C, as the direction is changed just opposite to the previous one, it is taken as negative. So A to C it is 35, so 35 negative is added here, so that we will get 25 kilometer. It means distance and displacement. Displacement can be negative if this direction you are considering as positive and the person is going from this to this, it has reached here. So in that case it will be negative. Okay, when the displacement is negative, it is taken the direction opposite to the considered previous direction. When the boy is walking from home to school and from school to home back, it means from where he has started, he has finished there. Initial and final position is the same, and hence here the displacement will be 0. Okay, if the person will walk from O to A and again from A to O, it means initial and final position will be same, and hence it will be 0. Displacement will be 0. But what will be the distance in this case? O to A distance is 60, 60 going, 60 coming, it means total 120 kilometer will be the distance in that case.